Okay, everybody, I've just spent a delicious amount of time looking at most of the positions for tomorrow FOMC meeting. I gotta tell you, how many of us are looking or want a 0 basis point pause on the rate hike? You know why? Well, because that's the easiest way to see 30,000 Bitcoin just like that. Now, you also see 50 basis points trending on Twitter. Now, which one is it, right? Well, gotta take a look at the previous 8 rate hikes. This, in a way, they've been historic because we haven't seen those yet in a couple of years down the road. But because of what happened years ago, the inflation, well, finally, you have to cool the economy somehow, and the Fed has decided to do this at the expense of a lot of banks failing and bankrupts increasing. You know, a funny thing, a couple hours ago, First Republic Bank was in a way destroyed with the stock $12 and going lower. Janet Yellen, secretary, the Treasury Secretary, said a couple hours ago that they are going to continue supporting the banking system. They don't want to let it go fall, down the rail. And that increased the price of many banks, including First National Bank, which is insane, First Republic Bank. So they are trying, of course, to protect themselves. We don't have that in crypto. It's only us who have it as in crypto. Let me tell you the full story because it's about to end. What? The historic rate highs that we've seen thus far last year that started really in the summer of 2022 when we were starting to see 75, 75, 75, and another 75. Now, to be honest with you guys, obviously this is foreign territory for a lot of us since we want to see crypto prices explode. Not really this one. Most of us, in the past, we didn't know what this meant. But now we know every single point, every single percentage you add, you make it more difficult to borrow. It's much more expensive. But all the banks that are buying bonds at the rate that they added that bond with these increases is, they basically are not making money. If they sell, they're taking a huge loss. And that's how you start the bank failure. So it's not really helping them a lot. Now, the last one we had was February the 1st, and which one is going to be March the 22nd tomorrow. Well, I think it's over the 75 basis points. That's it. Jerome Powell, one of the things that you can say he achieved was from 9.1%, now we're 6. It took all this time to go from 9.1% CPI annual to 6% annual. That was the last CPI reading we got this month, last week. Everybody was excited to see 6, obviously much higher than the expectation, 6.2. And we celebrated back then. We got a pump. We saw the banks collapse. We saw Bitcoin rally. And the reason why everyone is like this and the stress level is increasing is because earlier today Bitcoin reached 28,500 and it came down immediately in less than 1 hour. It was in a 15 to 5 minute trading pattern. What does that mean? That people are really looking at what is going to happen tomorrow. It is really an important one. Now, let's get one thing clear. Are we really going to be seeing 0 basis point or a pause? If I take a look at the comments, yeah, a lot of us are agreeing that that will be amazing for us. I mean, completely honest with you, that will be the best news ever. I think we wouldn't see other news like those in a while if we see 0 basis points. Realistically speaking, this is what the market is saying. Target probabilities for tomorrow FOMC meeting is not me, it's what everyone as a whole believes. 0 basis point only has 20%, but 25 basis points has 80%. So it's not 50%. It's not 50 basis points. It's not 0 basis points. It's 25 basis points. That's what we are expected tomorrow. We're expecting that rate hike. So even though we had the same one about a month ago, if we have it again, guess what's going to occur? And this is the last thing. We may see even more banks collapsing because the rate hikes are increasing still. Even though it's 25, it's still something. And we had that last month. So, yeah, it's about to end the 75 basis points. I don't think we're going to see it again. But I consider your own power to still continue targeting the 2% inflation, and that's the goal. They're not going to slow down. That's what they said many times, that they weren't going to slow down on their rate hikes until 2% is achieved. But now they're seeing the collapse of the banking system and the trust, and they're the secretary, the president, and the FDIC are trying to bail them out, right? With whether they say yes or no, they're buying them out, basically. They're not letting them go and protecting depositors. So it's a difficult choice, but there you guys have it. 0 basis points will be the greatest thing ever. I don't really think it's going to happen. 50 basis points, it's a lot. 50 basis points, you're really killing another bank or a couple of them. That's really, I mean, you're going to get down inflation much quicker, but at the expense of more, even higher banks collapsing, probably, not from what we're seeing. I think right in the middle is what everyone is expecting, and it could be the most secure way to go right now. And later on, we may see even 0 for the next FOMC meeting coming up later. There you guys have it. Pretty insane. Stay tuned, guys. Like and subscribe. Turn on those notification bells. I'm excited for tomorrow. Keep it up, guys. Peace.